wonder if you've ever made plans to go on a trip somewhere, on a holiday. Look what I'm looking at this morning. I'm trying to book going to see my sister next year. It's really expensive. She lives in France, quite a long way away. And I've been looking at the best way of getting there. I've got to this page on Google. It says, one way, or am I going return, or shall I get a return ticket and only go one way? Oh, I don't know which one's best, which one's going to be cheapest, which one's going to be easiest. I've been looking at this for ages. Sometimes things like this happen for a reason though, I think. They really make you wonder what you're actually trying to do, what you really want. Do you ever feel this too? Think about what you really want. Is it to go on a nice holiday? Is it to play in the Premier League? Is it to live in a nice big house or drive a sports car? Is it just to complete the monkey bars at the park or to run faster than your dad? Talk to the person next to you, just for a minute, about what you really want. While there isn't anything wrong with having a goal in life, sometimes people can concentrate so much on that they forget about what's happening to them every day, or what's really important, the simple things that just make life better. Earlier this year, I was very lucky to go and visit Africa. And I visited some schools out there, church schools like yours, and some churches. You can see some pictures here of people in the church writing on hands and feet. Because I was talking to them about journeys and the journey in their life. I've got some of the ones that the children filled out here. And we asked the children and some of the adults to write on these feet what's important in their journey in their life. Let's walk with those people now and have a little look what they wrote. So here we have some of the feet. So let's put ourselves in their footsteps. I can see lots of names of family members on these feet, people wanting to pray for their family. Let's have a look what this little girl has written here. This is Nadia's. Ooh, look what's important to Nadia. Rice, having enough rice to eat. Some more family names here. Somebody's actually written my family on here as being really important to them. Here's an interesting one. Giselle has written, to be safe. It's important in life, isn't it? Feeling safe. It's interesting how nobody here has written having a nice holiday or having a sports car. Look what's important to this little boy. Sunshine. It's a nice thing, isn't it, to need in life and think is important in his life is having the sunshine. There's a boy here called Lawrence. Oh, I imagine lots of us might agree that this is important in your journey in life, being able to see my mum. I think probably the last few months, like we were saying earlier, what's really important to people is family, isn't it? Family and food and warmth and the sunshine. What nice things to need in your journey in life. Do we really need that smart holiday? I might change my mind about booking that holiday to France. Seeing my sister will be wonderful, but I don't need a big trip, do I? I just need to see her and spend a little bit of time with her. So as we saw on some of those feet today, it's been no different all over the world in coping with the pandemic. People have had to think about what's really, really important in their lives. We went on a bit of a journey, didn't we, today, using those footprints to think about those people thousands of miles away, going through very similar things to us. Life is all about a journey. No matter how old you are, no matter what country you live in, you're somewhere on the journey of your life. The Bible talks about journeys too. It talks about, right at the very end of Jesus' life, the disciples having a conversation with Jesus and saying, but when you go, what happens to us? What's the next stage of the journey for us in life? And Jesus told them not to worry. He said, I am the way and the truth and the life. And if you believe in Jesus, then your journey becomes clearer to you sometimes. In the diocese, your schools this year, we're going to concentrate on journeys. And one project we'd like to do with some of your schools is to build a labyrinth. A labyrinth is a very complicated word, but it's really a little bit like a maze. The difference with a labyrinth is that you can't get lost in one. They're drawn out on the ground, or sometimes they're created amongst trees or plants or stones. And they're little pathways that you travel around, and eventually you'll end up in the centre. And they're places that give you time to think about the journey of your life, the turns that you will do as you grow up, and really what's important, the centre of it all. We'll be doing some work with your school about that later on this year. We're going to have a little moment of reflection now. We're going to have a look at those feet again along that pathway, the things that the school children over in Africa wrote, the things that you might think about that became very important to you and your family during the pandemic times and in recent weeks. Let's have a look at those feet again as we all reflect together and thank God for our journeys in life.